that I've had henshaw, and then those.
I'm Jessica Butler. I work in the village hotel, housekeeping.
I'm Owen Clark and I'm an equipment technician here at North East Wales Community Equipment Service.
My name is Sarah Jane Maudsley and I am a pharmacy apprentice assistant in the pharmacy in Ysbyty Gwynedd.
Hi, my name is Don Timmins. I'm the General Manager at the Village Hotel, Chester St David's.
So my name's Steve Featherstone. I'm the Service Manager for the Community Equipment Services and we cover North East Wales.
My name's Carol Brown. I am the Front End Manager here at Tesco in Holywell.
My name's Mandy Hughes. I work for Betsy Cadwallader University Health Board and I'm the Workforce Modernisation Manager.
When we were employing Jess, we held a number of open days, which was attended by HFT and Jess. Whereas there wasn't a bit of trepidation around recruiting Jess, HFT were incredible with backing up the support that they could offer to ensure that she'd be successful in her role.
Owen came to us through a project that we heard about called Project Search, which is run by Home Farm Trust.
So we've got two particular projects, one of which is Project Search, and one of which is adult volunteer work placements. Both of those work to enable people with learning disabilities to access employment with the Health Board. Project Search is a specific project that targets those normally education leavers, but it can be up to the age of sort of 30, to access work placements in the organisation in partnership with several partners that we work with to enable that. So if I think about our first cohort of Project Search interns, of the 10 of those that started the programme, 7 of them gained employment. One of them became an apprentice in pharmacy as a pharmacy technician, and one of them became a support worker working in endoscopy, cleaning the scopes.
We work with job coaches from HFT alongside our normal recruitment process. Everybody is treated exactly the same to create an inclusive workplace at Tesco.
So I had a bit of help with filling in the application with the Agoriad coaches. They did this with me by giving me support and advice on filling the application. They didn't make any changes to the interview format. They just wanted to make sure that I was comfortable. And I had one of the coaches with me just to give me support whilst doing the interview.
Sarah come with me, one of the job coaches, and it went really well. They asked me what experience I did. I was cleaning caravans in Haven, and then on Project Search I was on the reception, and then working in Police Reddington as well, housekeeping. They just said, you've got the job.
I found this job out through my job coach, and obviously my job coach helped me through how I can apply for this job role.
I think with colleagues who have additional needs, there's always extra measures that we put in place for them. It might take a little bit more time to communicate something, or any additional training that's coming up, a conversation with David, for example. It takes a little bit more time, so you've got to be patient.
We've had to do some work internally to break down barriers. Bringing somebody through a programme with a learning disability requires an organisation to be able to put that support in, and that support means that people have to spend extra time. And sometimes when there's a job to do, that extra time is difficult to find. I think it's important to have that wraparound service so that all of that responsibility doesn't fall to the manager to provide that is provided by the experts who do that as well. It's probably no more different to how we have to manage our own staff in making sure that people are treated fairly and equally and with compassion, and that the right support is put in place to enable people to do their jobs, because fundamentally that's all that we're asking for, that the right support is put in place for someone to do a job, regardless of who that person is and what additional challenges that they may have to do that job.
Jess was the first team member that we recruited with a learning difficulty. It certainly opened my eyes, and we're open to recruiting more. We spend a little bit more time with Jess, but in return of that, what we have is a really dedicated, hardworking young lady who really delivers great standards.
I would say currently Owen's hitting 70% of the job description, but the other percentages of that are quite difficult to achieve. And I just think given time and support, he will reach those goals. And it's about being flexible on that and not being rigid and allowing time for development, really.
I think what's been really beneficial is the dedication and the support of the HFT mentors. They've been so good, again, so committed. They've taken their time with us and they've taken their time with Jess as well. And it's just been such a success because of their hard work as well.
We had a job coach that popped in to support Owen, just to teach him some of those difficult tasks. And they would come in, train step by step, and eventually, gradually fade away from Owen so he could take the lead himself and take ownership of the job.
What I've never wanted to do since I've taken any of these programmes is to set people up to fail. So the support for people needs to be there from the get-go. They need to have the support with work coaches, with mentorship in the workplace, with mentorship outside of the workplace.
He works at Wetherspoons as well. So he comes here and works here for 2 days with us, and then he goes to Wetherspoons. So he knows a lot of local people and they know him. But yeah, we get fab feedback for them. We really do. The customers love them and so do the colleagues.
We're a health provider, but as a business, employing people with learning disabilities reflects the society that we serve, the communities that we serve. They act as role models. They provide representation for others. So it sees, for other people, it will see where they can be in the future. Making sure that we as the biggest organisation have that representation that is visible to the public breaks down those barriers that people with learning disabilities live with every day. Those barriers that people think they can't because they've got learning disabilities, where actually they can.
She gets on so well with her co-workers. Guests absolutely adore her. We have lots of regular guests. They've all got to know her now as well.
I get the same amount as everyone else in North East Wales Community Customer Service. I was on the nervous side when I first came here, but once I got into this job, I got on really well with the staff here.
Owen's a dedicated team member like any other now, and to be fair, he's keen to learn. He just wants to develop his own skills and be part of an organisation. And I think when you speak to him, you'll find that he really enjoys the job that he does for us.
The difference with getting this job has made me more confident within myself, and all my colleagues have been very supportive throughout with me.
I would really urge everybody who's running businesses to look at individuals with learning difficulties. They can really bring such value, and they will give you loyalty so far above what you would expect.
Don't judge a book by its cover, basically. The old saying that everybody knows so well. Because I think you set yourself up to fail.
I think initially people are wary when you employ somebody with a learning disability if you've not worked in that field before. But I think after the first few hours, if not days, the team were fully acceptable of Owen being part of the team, and we've built some really good friendships up there as well.
Everyone has a superpower, so we just find the superpower and jump all over that.
So my mum has always told me it's capability before disability, and you should never judge anyone